Hi guys, welcome to a new video. This video is the sewing tutorial for the 6 pieces blouse. If you've not seen the drafting video, there'll be a link in the description box. This is a sleeveless 6 piece blouse and it can be styled differently. I styled mine wearing a white shirt for church. So if this is something you're interested in, keep watching. Also, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified whenever I make a new post. Also, there'll be a link to my new Instagram page in the description box. Please do well to follow me. Thank you very much. Let's get into it. Now I've gone to cut out the exact same thing I have on the fabric on my lining piece. So I'm just duplicating everything I have on my lining also, and I've ironed interfacing to it, as you can see. The next step is to join all the pieces together, all the front pieces together, just like I'm doing. So you can pin them up if you want to make it easy for you. So you join the two side fronts and the center front together using 1/2 inch allowance or whatever allowance you left as your joining allowance. You repeat the same thing for your lining pieces. The exact same thing you do to your fabric, that's the exact same thing you do to the lining. I'll go ahead and iron open the seams. And after I was done, this is what it looks like for the lining piece. That's the front and this is the back. As you can see, the interfacing on it. So iron your seams open to get a neat finish. And this is what the fabric looks like when I was done ironing. Now I'll go ahead and join the neckline. Just make sure they're in the middle. You can pin it down to make it easy to work with. And then you join it by 1/2 inch allowance. After I was done, this is what it looks like. The next thing to do is to join the bottom part of this blouse, because this is a blouse. So I'm just going to pin it down to make it easy to work with. And then I'll go ahead to my machine and join it. But I tried to put a crinoline last minute so it will stand because it is actually quite short. So you're just going to place your crinoline and then you place your hemming gum. I realized I was placing this crinoline on the right side of this fabric. Guys, please place on the wrong side of your fabric. I'll show you when I'm doing for the back. So this is what it looks like after sewing. I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to get the back piece. So for the back piece, I'm going to be joining the fabric and the lining together. I'm going to be turning the fabric and the lining together. So I'll go ahead and place the fabric and lining right side facing right side. I'll repeat the same thing I did for the front. I'll go ahead and join the neckline by 1/2 inch. Now the next step is to turn the lower part. I'm just going to pin it down so it will stay properly. After pinning it down, this is what I was saying for the front. You're going to be placing it on the wrong side of your lining, the part that has the interfacing. That's where you are going to be placing it. Then just place your hemming gum on top of it. You can use a bigger crinoline. Just go ahead and sew it around. Repeat the same process for the other side. After I was done, this is exactly what it looks like for one side of the back. Remember, the back has a zip allowance separating it, so it's in two sides. The next thing I'll do is to go ahead and measure out my zipper allowance. That's the line you are seeing. Then I'll just go ahead and fix my zipper. Just place your zipper on both sides, fix your zipper, and that'll be all for the back for now. After I was done fixing my zipper, this is what the back looks like. As you can see, I've gone ahead to fix my zipper. The next thing to do is to place the front on top of the back, right side facing each other. I'm just going to go ahead and join the shoulders. And to do that, you're just going to be taking the lining piece of the back and using it to cover everything. Or you're just going to be opening them up. Just watch what I'm doing, please. You're just going to join the sides like this. Just make sure the two linings are touching each other and the two fabrics are touching each other straight. Then you're just going to go ahead and join them on a straight line. You're going to repeat the same thing for the other shoulder. Use the back lining to turn everything, then go ahead and sew it. So there are two methods I've just shown you that you can use. After I was done, you can see how neat it came out. That's what the inside looks like. Now, because this is going to be sleeveless, it's always nice to reduce your shoulder when you're making sleeveless. So I'm just going to go ahead and use, I think I used 2.5 inch for this. You can use lesser if you want your hand to be slimmer. And then you're just going to connect it to the armhole, just like I'm doing. You measure 2.5 inches or whatever it is you want to use. Connect it to the shoulder, and then you're just going to cut it out, just like I'm doing. Now this blouse is almost done. The next thing to do is to turn in your armhole. This doesn't have any sleeve, so you're just going to turn it out, and this is exactly how I'll be doing it. You open it up like this, and then you're just going to be carrying the lining and the fabric across the other side. I'm not, just please watch what I'm doing. You're just going to carry, make sure the lining, yes, each lining and fabric, they are touching each other. So please just watch what I'm doing. You're just going to pin it down so it will be easy. So you're going to do it like so. Carry this lining. Please see what I'm doing, and carry it to pin it with the fabric. So that's exactly what you're going to be doing. I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done pinning before I go ahead and sew it. So you see what it looks like. So this is what it should be looking like before you go ahead and join with 1/2 inch allowance. After I was done joining, this is exactly what it looked like. I went ahead to give it like tiny little notches so it will be easy to turn. So this is what you should be having when you are joining your armhole. After this, you are going to try to drag it from the inside, drag the fabric out, and then you have your neat armhole. So this is me just trying to bring it out. So just so you have an idea of what you are going to be doing when you are making yours. So after dragging it out, this is exactly what it looks like. So we've gone ahead to turn our armhole. This is what it looks like. As you can see, it came out neatly. I haven't even ironed it, and this is what it looks like. The next thing to do is just to join your side. I went ahead to put the allowance that I added, my sewing allowance. I'm just trying to arrange it. I'm going to be using my tape to make sure that the measurement is correct, because I just use the allowance that I use. So I'm just checking to make sure that the allowance, the measurement is correct. So just go ahead, put in your measurements and sew. And that's all for this dress, for this top. So after I was done joining the sides, this top is already complete. This is exactly what it looks like. Now another tip to let the 6 pieces stand very well is just to go ahead and iron on all the parts that they are joining together. It will give it a standing effect. I think it comes out really nice. So just iron it on all the parts that are joined together. This is a 6 pieces top, so every part of the 6 pieces, just iron it so it will stand. It makes it to come out very well. So guys, that will be all for this tutorial. So that's all, guys. As you can see, it was really simple to make. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications so you'll be notified whenever I make a new post. Follow my Instagram. Please, if you have any video request or whatever it is you like me to make, do well to leave a comment and I'll reply. Thank you very much.